I try my best to not let it define me, but also at the same time, I don't know, I feel like there's my inner spirit, my inner self that's like, well, yeah, don't let it define myself, but also I am myself. I am my experience. I am my upbringing.
Hmm.
I am my greatest strengths and my horrible weaknesses. It's just something that you have to appreciate for better or for worse. And hopefully, if this your worst of times when you were brought up, you stand beside yourself. Like, you know what? I got past that shit. I got past that. And then the remarkable man, one whatever title you choose to carry, you're a better person because of that. And that's the thing though. Even if you are a better person today, tomorrow gives you a new focus, a new chance, and also a new opportunity, a new challenge.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a great point that you make, right? Because I think a lot of folks might find some uh, like they might find themselves relating to your situation because they too may have something that they didn't do to themselves, right? They were born a certain way. They were like that was the card that was dealt to them. Um, so it wasn't anything that they consciously did, and over the years, over life, because of misinformed people or whatever, right? It gets looked at as a wound, right? A
A handicap.
deformity, a
Yeah.
handicap, right?
Yeah.
You can't do this because of that. You know what I'm saying? And man, like it's one of the reasons why I think we are how like we've connected the way we've connected is I've seen you get past that quote unquote stigma, and you've kind of breached the gap in a way. You've closed the gap. You breached the stereotype. You go, well, so what if this is how I look or this is what I've got? Look what I can do despite it. You know what I mean? You've met the thing that you've been given, and you've been like, well, it's not gonna prevent me from partaking in
Exactly.
firing them out. It's not gonna prevent me from doing the things with my brothers that we're all charged to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you take care of yourself to that point of realizing like what your boundaries are, and we all it's respected, but at the same time you're also not like using the situation as like a cop out as to why I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's strength, I think. Like to know your boundaries, respect boundaries, but also to not use something as a reason why I can't. Well, what is a reason how I can? How can I figure this out? You know what I mean? And digging deep and getting close to that primal energy mentioned before. Mother Yort, right? The land connectivity. This primal energy that has always been here, that we are a part of, that we draw from. We come from it. This is not just we're not just flies on a wall. I mean, you look at our
We're
DNA,
not part of
you look
it.
at
We're
our
not part
eyes,
of
you look
it.
at
We are of it.
we are it exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. It's just not something like, the sun or the moon. This is our substance.
yeah.
This is our very being. And this also something to be worthy of mentioning too, is we lose that connection. And that's why I'm very happy that you and I and many others, we take time as often as we can to get out into nature, our territory, our home
Mhm.
originally. And that kind of ties into, the title tonight I chose for my name is Patrick the Deer Whisperer. It wasn't until, again, I hope I'm not going too off topic, but basically
No,
just,
fine.
the deer. Like when I've been going to this spot, a lot of my friends know who are watching this. I call it Deer Valley now, but it's also Rabbit Run Park. So I've been visiting this place for over 10 years easily, but it wasn't until recently, like very recently, like 2021, 2022, that actually really started to fully understand and appreciate what this place had to offer. It's not just a place to hike or walk around. Anytime I go there, it's with a sense of purpose, a
Mm.
mission, I guess, to even as simple as just I just got off work. I just deal with so much right now. I need to escape. Not even escape this, but I need to take a break.
Yeah.
Because truly, you really can't escape anything that you're dealing with. You can take a break,
Yeah.
and that's respected. But ultimately, you have to face that problem. You have to face that struggle. And all we can do in the meantime, and leading up to that moment, is to prepare ourselves, be mindful and aware
Hmm.
at where we're at. Like you have your special river, you have your sacred places. I have my sacred places. My pine spot, for example, it
Yeah.
got damaged not too long ago, and I shared with you that very day. I'm like, oh man, look at this bullshit. And then, but I told you that very day, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not that pissed off because I saw that again. This is kind of a thing that's reoccurring in my life. My life right now is like seizing hardships as an opportunity. And in doing so, when I capture those moments, and not all the time, there are times, even now, where I'm faced with something messed up. I'm like, oh, I get carried away in the moment. But also,
Sure.
when you have the time to appreciate as it your struggle as an opportunity, it's so, so beneficial